Hello, so this is Retro Marky, and here is our compact flash adapter that we're going to add to the Compaq Presario that I showed you in video 1. So we pop the card in there, a CF card. This is a 4 gig module, and there we've got the power supply connector, which uses a floppy drive connector, and also we're going to put in the Soundblaster 16 card as you saw in my intro. So here we have the connector for the CD-ROM drive and also an external connector, and the ports which I've shown you before for joystick and audio in and out. So this is where we're going to pop the card, so let's do that now. So make sure we line it up correctly. Push it in with a little bit of force, but obviously not too much. As we can see, it's going to be a little bit wobbly. It's a big card, and so we're going to have to obviously pop a screw in there and make it nice and secure. There we go. Perfect. Okie dokie, so here's the compact flash adapter. I've used the floppy power connector, and I've only got a very small connection to the C drive, so it's not ideal at the moment. I think I'm going to have to remove a little back plate, there we go, and just have it hanging off the C drive for now. I'll have to get myself a longer cable for that, but it will do for now. Okay, so let's check the drivers working. Boot up DOS, of course, and there we go. D: gives us the new drive and the software on it. So on there I've got DOS and some drivers and games, so that makes using this PC a lot more easy. So what we can do is also install the drivers for the Soundblaster 16. So going into my drivers folder there, and change the directory to SB blah 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 blah. For some reason the names come out a little bit strange. SB16 DO/1. So go into the directory again, and we'll go to install once we've gone to the directory. So cd install. There's a lot of directory opening here, and now we can install the drivers, and also just make sure it's working. So the drivers install very quickly indeed. This piece of software also checks a few things and assigns which interrupt request it's going to be using. So it's all pretty much not plug and play, but install, plug and play kind of thing. So the software will check and see what ports and requests are available on the I/O. So here, for some reason, 220 is already taken, so we'll just simply try another one. Okay, that one's also taken, so through a process of elimination we'll get to 260, and that will be fine and dandy. Give the computer a few seconds just to check that, and it gives us a bunch of settings. We don't really need to digest those, we'll just take its word for it. And we'll let the machine install onto the C drive, which is our main hard drive. So basically I'm going to use the D drive more as a big data dump on the compact flash. I think it's a bit more pure having the C drive with the installed software, and the D drive more as a backup of software, and also to put software on it from my PC, my main PC I mean. So it's had to configure the BAT file and the system files, which is fine. That's so DOS knows where to look when it boots. There we go, that's done. So it's very quick, this. We'll just let it run through its little processes here. All this information would be helpful if you had some errors, but we don't, so we'll just reboot. Okay, so starting MS-DOS again. Memory's being checked as per usual, and there's all the information about the drivers for the Soundblaster. And the audio card is configured at A260. So it will go into the directory again on the D drive. And what we're going to do now is have a listen to the Soundblaster itself. It's a very nice card, a big classic card from the 90s. Big as in popularity and big as in actually hugely big, as you saw. It's bigger than quite a few of my 8-bit computers. Let's go into the SB16 directory now on the C drive. And we can run a executable called diagnose. Now that's more than just diagnosis, it actually gives us some information on what's been installed and also the ability to test the channels are working. That's 8 and 16-bit, and also the MIDI. Now we can just use auto scan. It saves us dicking around with the settings again. We'll leave them as they are. There's been no errors and conflicts, and we know everything's fine, so now for the fun bit. So this we can check left, right channels, 8 and 16-bit, and the synthesizer. Sounds pretty good. Not too shabby at all. Very good cards, these.
8-bit testing.
Here's the 8-bit. Okie dokie, now let's go back into our D drive, which is the new compact flash, and go into the games folder. So in here are a bunch of games, including one of my favourite called Silpheed. This game comes highly recommended. I don't think there's a version on any other system besides PC-DOS. And it's absolutely wonderful. So first we're going to install it on the drivers and EGA and tell it about the sound card. So basically the sound effects will still come out of the PC speaker, but the music will come out of my hi-fi through the Soundblaster 16 audio output. And that sounds and works really well, actually. So just installing now. And there we go, nice and quick. So in the game itself now. Wonderful game, wonderful graphics, very unique. And there we go, so you can see it's a shooter, kind of 3D at a funny, strange angle, but I love the scaling graphics of this game, and just the gameplay overall, and the sound and the music and everything. Absolutely rocking. Okay, so that's the version with just the PC speaker. Now we're going to try it with the Soundblaster 16 and hear the wonderful music that comes out of it. So just need to reboot again and go to the game itself, of course. A lot of going in and out of directories with DOS. But game loads up very quickly. And here we go again. So you can hear the wonderful music coming from the Soundblaster. I think this is a good game to demonstrate it. There's a lot of good MIDI. I think they're MIDI. Yeah, they must be, I guess. I'm not an expert on the Soundblaster. I didn't have a PC really back in the day until maybe the P133, Pentium 133, which I didn't use for any gaming. I used to use consoles more for gaming. So I don't know a lot about DOS games and what's good and what's not. I know a few good ones, and this is definitely one of them. I know the Soundblaster is a classic card, but I don't know a great deal about it. Probably other videos and channels on YouTube could help you with that. But I just wanted to show you really the sort of final stages in this Compaq Presario refurbishment. So I had to do one little modification to the VGA cable, and I had to fix the BIOS issue. But other than that, it's just been a cleanup and installation of cards, the Compaq Flash and the Soundblaster. Not sure about whether to put the GoTech in or not. If it wasn't black, I probably would. The fact it's black bugs me a little bit. The drives are a little bit dirty, but the floppy drive does work. And the CD-ROM works, but there's no need for me to use it. So anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this two-part video on the Presario, and well, I'll see you in the next video where I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Probably another PC, or if not, maybe the Commodore 128 Pi 1541 hat. Ciao for now, Retro Marky out.